am making a shrimp spaghetti type pasta. So these are all the things that I'll be using today. So I have some salt, I have some minced garlic, I have red onion, I have green onion, I have Mrs. Dash Italian seasoning, black pepper, Old Bay seasoning. We have spinach, we have Parmesan cheese, we have medium shrimp, and we have some heavy whipping cream as well to make the sauce. So, and these are the noodles that I'll be using. So we're getting ready to start cooking now. I'm so excited. So the first thing that I'm doing is boiling some water for the noodles because we're going to cook the noodles first. So I have my pan here. And we have a little salt in there and water, and we're waiting for it to boil and bubble so we can put the pasta in. So I'm getting ready to add in the noodles now. I don't have a big pan, so I have to kind of make the noodles fit into this little small pot. So I have to make the noodles fit into the pot there. So it's bubbling. It should be ready in a little bit. I finally set up the tripod. My noodles are done. So I'm going to go drain them now. Rinse them off with cool water. Alright, now that we've made the noodles and set them to the side here, these are the noodles. Now that we've done that part, we're going to make the sauce or the meat of the shrimp spaghetti. So that's what I'm doing now. We have some vegetable oil. So I'm just going to put a little bit in. I'm going to put just a little bit of butter in. I'm using plasticware because just easier. We're going to put a little bit of butter. I'm going to let those two things melt. So I'm going to put it on medium, so I'm putting it on about a 5. I forgot to mention in the beginning that I was going to use olive oil and butter, so my bad. Waiting on the butter to melt, and once that's melted, I'm going to add the next few things into the pot. What I like about this particular thing that I'm making now is that you can really make it your own. You can make it as spicy as any way that you like. You can add different meats, so you can do this with chicken. You can do this with sausage. You can do it with a lot of different things. So I'm taking my minced garlic here. I'm going to put like a spoonful. So we're just going to put a little bit of that. So I'm going to use the onion. And I've never cooked with red pepper flakes before, so I don't want to make it a spicy meal. I want it something that my kids can enjoy. And I'm going to put a little bit of sliced green onion on there as well. Whew, I can't even open the package. No, don't cook without me. This is the worst. Okay, there we go. So putting a little green onion as well. Just waiting for that to get like a little bit more, and then I'm going to add the rest of everything else in there. The green onions, red onions, and minced garlic. So I'm getting ready to add in the shrimp. You know, shrimp doesn't take too long to cook. So I'm going to go ahead and add those in now. These are already peeled, deveined with the tail off. That's just what they had. I I usually like to get the ones that are fresh, but we didn't make it in time for the fresh seafood. So, got this one. I'm going to go rinse them off really quickly. Just going to drop a few in. I'm not going to use the whole bag. We don't need that much. I just want to cover the bottom of the pan. To season this shrimp, I have the wrong Mrs. Dash. I need regular Mrs. Dash if I can find her. I need both, so I'm going to be putting just a little bit of this. I'm going to put a little bit of this Mrs. Dash. We're going to put a little Italian seasoning. We're going to put a little salt in there. Put a little bit in my hand and then pour it over it. Yum. And we're going to put a little black pepper in there as well. And the thing that makes it taste really good is Old Bay seasoning. I'm going to put a little bit on there as well. Like I said, you can add chicken, you can add sausage, you can add a lot of different meats, but I'm going to keep it simple and just do the shrimp. So waiting on the shrimp to turn pink. Okay, almost all of the shrimp is almost pink, so we're going to move on to the next step in just a second. Okay, to make this spicy, the two things you want to use to make this a spicy one, you want to use the red pepper flakes, and this here is like the best sauce ever. It's hot pepper sauce. It is the best. It really puts a kick to food, and it's very hot, so I can't use it because I'm cooking for everybody else. If I was cooking just for myself, I would definitely put both of those things on here. So the shrimp is pink, so we're moving on. So we're adding some spinach now. Let me go rinse it off. Okay, hands are washed, rinsed off spinach. I'm probably going to do 2 big handfuls of spinach. Because you know spinach gets really, really little when it's fresh, so. Some more spinach. And it probably looks like a lot, but like I said, spinach gets so little. Okay, I'm only going to add just a little bit more. I'm going to add a little bit of salt and Italian seasoning. Okay. And if I wanted to add more, if I want to add more shrimp to this, I can put some like to the side and add more. So like the spinach got so little, so I think I need to add a little bit more spinach. See how little the spinach is? I think I need a handful more. Adding more spinach. And I think that's going to be it. I think I am going to have to put on some more shrimp because that doesn't seem like enough to me. Yeah, I think it's enough shrimp. I will have to see what it looks like with all the noodles in there, and then I'll know if I need more shrimp. So that is pretty much wilted the way it needs to be. We have our shrimp and we have our spinach. Now I'm getting ready to add in the noodles. Okay, so that was our shrimp and our spinach. So now I'm going to add back in the noodles and make the actual spaghetti. I guess you could say shrimp spaghetti. So I'm adding the noodles. And I'm going to add in Parmesan and some heavy whipping cream to make it a sauce. So I have my noodles here and I'm just going to add them in. We're going to add in a little butter and we're going to add in a little Parmesan cheese as well. So I'm definitely going to do another pot full of spinach and shrimp because this is not nearly enough for the noodles. So while this does its thing, I'm going to work with what I have for right now. I'm going to add a little butter. Okay, so I just added a little butter. Now I'm going to add a little Parmesan, a little whipping cream, and I'm going to put the top on this. And then I'm going to do a small thing of shrimp and spinach to the side with the same seasoning. Because we got a lot more noodles than we do anything else. So I'm just going to put a little bit of Parmesan on top. Just eyeballing it. So putting a little bit of heavy whipping cream in there to make it a sauce. I'm going to stir all that around, then I'm going to put the lid on here and let it do its own thing. A little bit more Parmesan. And I'm going to put the lid on top. Okay. So this is what we currently have here. I'm going to stir that in just a little bit more. And then we're going to put the lid on top and make more shrimp to the side. Just so it's a little bit more meaty. I think I'm just going to make the rest of both, the rest of the shrimp and the rest of the spinach. So I'm going to let this simmer on low with the lid on while I do that. So I'm going to put a little oil in my pot. For the pan, so it looks like that. All right. So I'm just gonna put a little garlic and let that get together. Once that's together, I'll add the shrimp. So that's the garlic. And my other pot's over here. I think I'm only going to do a handful of shrimp, but I do want to do the rest of my spinach. I thought that was going to sizzle. Alright, I think that's enough. I put more than a handful just to be on the safe side. So now I'm going to season the shrimp. Just a little bit because it's already in the pot. Regular Mrs. Dash. A little Italian seasoning. And this time I'm not going to season the spinach. I'm going to let all of this marinate on top. A little salt. A little black pepper. Did I add black pepper? I don't know, y'all. I feel like I didn't. And then I'm going to put my Old Bay. That is essential. Old Bay is essential for me. Old Bay is Bay. For shrimp. Okay, so once the shrimp get pink, of course we're going to add in the spinach. And just adding a little bit more, just a little bit. Okay, the shrimp are pretty much pink, so now I'm going to add in, where are we? Now that the shrimp are pink, I'm going to add in my spinach now. I'm going to rinse a little bit off, add it in like I've been doing. Almost where I need it to be. So that's currently the spinach and shrimp. Okay. I'm gonna let it get all the way wilted. I think it's the word that I'm looking for. I've been looking for that word this whole video. So essentially this is like an Alfredo, I guess you could say, instead of like a shrimp spaghetti. But when I first saw the recipe, it said shrimp spaghetti. So I just ran with it. But it's an Alfredo, I guess you could say. This is it currently, so I'm getting ready to add it to the other dish. And I'll stir it in. I actually want some of the sauce that came with this. Okay, that pot is clear. All done. It finally looks like this. It looks really yummy, so I'm going to stir it in. show you all what we have. I'm going to let this simmer for about on low for a little bit. So it looks pretty good. Actually, I'm going to add a little cheese on top too. Just because I like Parmesan cheese and I think it's yummy. And like I said, in order to make this really spicy, you can add in your red pepper flakes and all that good stuff. So I'm going to add a little bit more cheese on top. So it's really cheesy. I'm only going to add a little bit. My spoon has everything. Okay. So I'm putting the lid on top and letting that simmer down. Alright, it's been simmering for a minute, so it looks like this. So it's pretty much where I want it. So we're going to do a taste test now. Our first tester is my brother Josh. He added, what did you add to yours? He added red pepper flakes, but he started eating before I can get his thing. So what do you think, Josh?
It's good.
Uncle Wawa.
Oh, Me eating it, don't clarify that it's good.
I don't even know. Bye. Alright, so I decided that I wanted some dinner rolls with it as well. So these are the brand that we get. They're really, really good. All you have to do is put them on like a aluminum foil, a pan or something where they're oven safe, you know, microwave safe, all that good stuff. And you put a little bread. Lord, I can't talk. I can't think. Today has been a crazy day, y'all. So all you do is put a little butter on top of them, and then you stick them in the oven or the microwave. I think the oven tastes better than the microwave. Personally, that's just my preference. So they don't take too long to cook. So I'm going to add that, and then I'm going to plate up everything for me and Ray and Rye, and we're going to taste it for you all. So I'm excited. Okay, so this is pretty much the bread. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the oven now. Oven. Ooh. So it shouldn't take too long for it to make. It's already on its setting, just got to turn it on here. And they're in. Okay, so we have the little one's going to try his first. So this is my plate. My tripod is kind of crazy, so I have peppers. You have a cucumber too. You want to try a pepper?
I want to try the orange pepper.
Okay.
I'm not going to.
Sit down so we can see you trying it. They're sweet peppers, so they're not spicy.
I'm going to eat.
Let's see. Oh, I'm still not in frame. Can they see you? Okay, let's see. Can I bring it up a little bit? You didn't like it? It's good that you tried it. That's what matters. You have a cucumber there too.
I already know.
So Rye is eating. He started with his bread first, of course.
And look, I'm trying to cucumber.
You like the cucumber? Yeah, try a little bit of the pasta. Let's try the pasta together.
Let's try it. Wait for me.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. What you got to drink, Ray? It is really good. It's got a lot of flavor.
I don't like peppers.
Yeah, you don't like the sweet peppers. That's okay.
Ready? Ralph played with his feet. You know that?
Mm-hmm. So Rye is eating. Rayla, where'd you go? You're supposed to be eating with us. Come on, come eat with us. So it is really delicious. Has a lot of flavor. This is my first time making this. Forgot where I found this recipe. I kind of made it my own now, because the original one didn't call for like the onions and the garlic and stuff like that. So it's good. So he's eating the cucumber. Alright, let me have a little piece of my cucumber. You eating bread? I think the cucumber feels good on his gums.
Try my drink.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching my video. So take the video. Bye!
Don't forget to like, comment. Ooh,
And
wait.
just come on.
Excuse me. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you like these types of videos, please let me know. We can do this again, right?
Just
Yeah, we can do this again. Alright, so we'll see you all in the next video.